Section 3 of Article 4 of the Constitution says that new states may be admitted by the Congress into this union. Do you support adding Puerto Rico as a 51st state or altering the Constitution to allow for Washington, D.C. to become a state? Why or why not?
Yeah, so first off, like it was said, Washington, D.C., according to the Constitution, cannot become a state. I do not believe we should edit the Constitution for Washington, D.C. to become a state. On top of that, I do understand that over the course of decades and centuries, we have sometimes added states to our union. But one of the interesting factors that would often happen was legislators would find an opportunity so that there wasn't some sort of power grab by one party to go ahead and potentially look at sometimes even two states that would keep some sort of balance or equilibrium in terms of what was happening in our country. And so right now, at this time, in one sense, there's a constitutional openness for Puerto Rico to be added as a state. But at the same time, I would say I would like to go ahead and stick with the philosophy of making sure we can have potentially two at a time that would continue to keep some sort of balance so that we don't have a power grab by the Democrats to get in power in our nation. Thank you.
I'm a constitutionalist, and there is absolutely no way I would stand behind Washington, D.C. ever becoming a state. On the other side, I don't agree that Puerto Rico or any other territory should ever become a state, at least right now, because look at our country. I mean, we have to clean our own house. We have gas prices over $5. We've got chicken, that's gone up 75 or 100%. People can't, this really is affecting the lower income brackets. What about our veterans? We're not giving them the services that we need. We don't need another state. We don't need more entitlement programs. We really have to look at cleaning the house. I know that whoever gets into Congress in November will absolutely look at these kitchen table issues immediately, especially of course, the Republicans that are running, but definitely we need to clean our own house first before we even think about doing anything else outside of our own nation.
This is a great constitutional question. And the only reason this issue has come up is because the Democrats want more power. So let's be real clear of what adding Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico is. It's a leftist takeover of the U.S. Senate. All of us up here agree, I would say, on 95% of the substantive issues, the pillars of the Republican Party. What differentiates me is that I'm really concerned about the procedural protections that have been attacked by the Democrats for 60 years, and they've managed to get their radical agenda passed by ideas like adding states, killing the filibuster, packing the Supreme Court. Every time they get in power, they talk about revising the Electoral College. All of those procedural protections, the founders understood. They put them in there specifically to protect us while we're in the minority. So adding the discussion of adding new states is just to give them 4 extra seats in the Senate. It's a power grab, and that's all it is.